Hey everyone. I've been an apprentice for the local 3 IBEW in New York for a year and 4 months, and I just want to talk to you guys about my experience. Um, from what I've experienced, it's a great skill to catch. It's good to learn, definitely because out there in general, they're always going to need an electrician because you learn everything dealing with wires, dealing with currents and power that goes through the lighting system, fire alarm, anything dealing with electricity. But it's a long road. You're looking at roughly 6 years to become journeyman, which you get a pay rate of about $56 an hour. Um, Being in this type of union, this is when I ask around, this is the local 3 apprenticeship program. When you first start off, is one of the lowest paying unions out there. So a lot of people, when they start off, they don't really feel great about it because after every check, you see such a low balance on your check. After taxes and your 401 and your Roth is taken out. It's just like, this is all I get. So a lot of apprentices, they have to have another job. And for me, I have my own business. So that's able to manage supporting me and my family in the meantime while I'm going through this apprenticeship program. It is very long. And at first, when you start off, you might not be used to the type of work. You're physically on your feet for 7 to 8 hours a day before overtime, if there is overtime. Overtime usually is during the day, 2 to 3 hours, and then maybe a full shift during the weekend on Saturday or Sunday. From my shop, they're very good at paying people on time. Other companies I've heard, they're pretty slow at paying like your insurance, especially if you just started out over there. So it's like in and out. They have things called furlough. They have things called vacation time, which is good too. But when you're a journeyman, you get laid off. You go on this list to go be the next person on the list to get hired by a different company. So companies can lay you off for any reason. Mainly they say it's a reduction of work, but they can lay you off for any reason, and then you got to go back on the list to try to get rehired. So the income, it fluctuates from there when you become journeyman. As an apprentice, you actually are very consistent and have a job almost all the time because our wage is so much different compared to the journeyman rate. Journeyman rate is around $56 an hour. That's the regular journeyman rate. And then if you become foreman, which is like the boss on the job, you actually get paid a few dollars more per hour. Some people get paid around $6 more. Some people get paid about $10 more, and that really adds up. But when I first started, first year apprentice, first semester, I was only getting paid like $13 an hour. Just recently, they changed the contract and upgraded to $14 an hour when you first start off. And then I had an issue with my second, which is the first year, second half. I couldn't pass the test for the electric classes, so I had to repeat that over. So the raise of mine wouldn't increase because every 6 months you would have an increase on your wage as long as you pass your classes. There's a lot of work also for this apprenticeship program. You go to work 7 days a week. 5 days a week, which is 35 to 40 hours a week. And then you have college. The minimum is a 20 credit 20 credit program where if you have your bachelor's degree, they will allow you to get the 20 credit program. I only have 2 more classes left, but ideally I think that's just, I really don't need it if I already have a bachelor's degree. But if you want to be in this union, that's what they make you do. And then some people have to take their associate's degree, and then you also have electric theory class another day. So you have college for one day, and then you have electric theory another day. So in total, one semester, which means like the spring season or the fall season, you're going to have to take 2 classes a semester. So it's a lot on your plate, just for the wage that you get when you first start off. Eventually it will ease in, as long as you keep trying. And it's physically tiring. It's not like by Friday when I finish, I'm exhausted. I have to, when I get home, I have to sleep for a few hours to kind of like offset my system. And during the week, it's hard for me to sleep earlier than 10. So when I go to work, it's maybe around 5 a.m. I wake up. You roughly get around 6 hours of sleep a day. And roughly when scientists kind of recommend like 8 to 9 hours. So it's kind of hard on your body. I just wanted to give you my experience as a first year apprentice so far. There's a lot of ups and downs. Some shops are good, to you. Some shops, treat you like shit because you're just an apprentice to them. From my experience, like they make fun of you for everything, anything and everything. Your age, if they think like why you're so old and you're still in this industry, and why you're just starting off as an apprentice. Like I don't understand why they give you shit for everything, but that's the mentality of certain people. There's always going to be good and bad people on every job site, and you try to roll with the people that will basically elevate you and make you a better person. Today is extremely hot, so I just did not want to go out and do my own business stuff, which I might ask somebody else to do for me maybe tomorrow. I'm actually wearing a Supreme shirt, rugby, from 2015, so I'm going to show you. It's about 100 Fahrenheit outside. It's really white because what we did was we actually cleaned it, so it looks really good. We were able to use some kind of cleaner to whiten the rugby long sleeve without ruining the Supreme logo. It's actually just printed on. I thought when I first purchased it, it was going to be like kind of like stitched on, but it's actually just printed on. It's very easy to copy, but I looked at the tags, everything checked out. So that's my experience. If you have any experience that you would like to add, just comment on the video. Thank you.